Hey YouTube, I'm working on my 91 Mercedes 300E today with the 103 engine. My refrigerant or my air conditioning system has not been working well. I'm suspecting it's the expansion valve that's right there. I haven't seen any videos on YouTube about this, so that's why I'm making one in case anyone else wants to see how this is done. This is my first attempt at doing this. Right now the plan is to loosen this clamp right here, right there, and then also to take that 110mm bolt in front of the expansion valve off, and then there should be two more bolts once you slide that back, but I need to loosen that clamp so I can have some wiggle room with that hose. We'll be back for more. All right guys, I got this got the valves out, well, the old one on the left and the new one on the right. I put them on an ice pack, see if they work, and the right one is moving. The left one is pretty much stuck solid. I mean, we could expect that for a 30-year-old expansion valve. Anyway, the screws that hold this thing in, you have two of these that fit right here, which mounts it to the expansion or to the evaporator. Then your two other lines will go on, and then this 10mm will go on. So this small screw is a 3mm Allen to help you guys out. I had to use like literally an Allen key, and that was a challenge. I put it in there and just make sure it's in there nice and all the way, and say your prayers. Hopefully it doesn't strip, because that looks like it's a bitch to get out if it does strip. So anyway, I'm gonna keep putting this thing in, and well, more to follow. As you can see, that's how you tighten it. You fit your hand in there. One other thing I did is I removed this little piece here. It bolts right to the top of the rear of the booster. It's one little flat head, and undo the little vacuum. That gives you a lot more room to work. So the next step is just to put the two pipes back on. This right here, just give that a good little tight. I've already tightened it, so you guys wouldn't be boarded with that. You understand how screws work, no need to go there. So the phone's not focusing very well, but those two little 3mm screws hold the expansion valve to the evaporator, and then there's going to be those other two lines, which you could see one of them off right there, the other one's up there. Probably can't see it because it's tucked under. Those are held on by one 10mm nut. We put those on with new O-rings. We'll throw a couple ounces of oil in here, and we'll go from there. All right, well, we're down to the point where we're vacuuming it down. She's holding good vacuum. We got about 30, a little just shy of 30. That's all I can get the gauges to go down to. That's all wrapped up down in there. You probably can't see it, but and we'll charge her up, see where we're at. Yeah, hello all. I got it all back together, charged up, and she works good. Also, if you look at the gauges, I shut it off about a minute ago, and the gauges equalized, which before that was not happening. They should equalize and sit about, I don't know, depending on the temperature, usually about 90 to 100 and whatever, depending on how hot it is outside. So yeah, everything works good so far. We'll drive it for a few days and see what happens. Hope this all helps. If you guys have any questions, leave it in likes or questions in the comments section. There's a lot of expansion valve videos on the internet. However, there was nothing for this exact car. It's very doable. It's actually pretty easy. It's a little tight to work back in here, but once you get in there, you probably will cut your hand a little bit. There's a clamp back there. It's pretty good. It is doable. So just so for anyone who's wondering, should they try this, they go ahead and do it. Just you'll need a couple of 10mm sockets, a swivel 10mm socket, and a 3mm Allen, and that's really about the specialty stuff aside from air conditioning things you'll need. Anyway, hope this helps, and you guys have a good one.